Come rain, come hail, come shine, it's Eugene's weather forecast time, and everything'll be just fine. It's Eugene's weather forecast time.
Friends, see, you weren't ready. Sweetie, me and Epstein went to the hardware shop yesterday, the hardware store. Had a good walk around. Really, I think really we just went for the coffee, the cheap coffee and the jelly slice and the cakes and biscuits, you know, the little cafe in there. So after we'd had a meal of food there, we went and had a wander around. And Epstein was looking at the appliance section, home appliances, darling. And anyway, he found this really awesome gadget on the shelf. And like underneath it, it was this sign, and it said, "This household appliance will cut your housework down by half." And he turns to me and he goes, "Eugene, I'm going to buy 2 of them." Morning, darling.
Good day.
Happy Monday.
Happy Monday to you,
Yeah, it's
Eugene.
good to see you.
How's Epstein?
Well, funny you should mention, darling, about Epstein.
You guys are inseparable.
Well, sometimes. I mean, we do enjoy having lunch together. We like having a meal of food and that sort of thing. Just talking about life. And Epstein's got, you know, he needs a good ear. Let's just put it that way, darling. He needs a good ear. Pertaining to that, he just called. And he was telling me he had a lovely night last evening with Mrs. Epstein.
Well, they've been going on a lot lately.
They have. They're working on rebuilding.
Good.
Putting the pieces back together, I believe, is how he described it to me.
That's good to hear.
Yeah, they've been going through some stuff. But anyway, last night, darling, they went, had a lovely night. They went to the theatre, darling. It was one of those it was a vaudevillian type, cabaret type, bit of everything, musical performances and stuff.
Oh, they did it. Yeah, sorry.
Yeah, they went to the theatre.
So cool.
And they had a great night. Anyway, they went out for a meal of food beforehand, had a few drinks, and they were just pumped. And how did Epstein describe the atmosphere to me? He said it was a pumping vibe. Were his words.
That's so.
Pumping vibe at the theatre.
Pumping vibe.
Anyway, so they were enjoying it all. Anyway, of course, what happened? Epstein had to
drank too much water.
he had to go to the toilet, darling. Had to go to the toilet. So he just, saw an usher just walking past. He was on the aisle, just tapped her on the shoulder as she was walking past. Where's the toilet, dear? And she's like, mate, yeah, okay. So go left here, and then once you turn left, you go take the right-hand corridor along this way, and then turn right, and then make one more left turn, and then straight ahead.
That doesn't sound too difficult.
Clear as mud, right? Clear as mud. Of course, Epstein, he'd had a few, darling. He'd had a few. So he's like, okay, he's stumbling around trying to find his way. Anyway, he found his way and relieved himself, and then eventually made his way back to Mrs. Epstein in the
cool.
in the public gallery. In the peanut gallery, I believe is where they were.
Gallery.
And enjoying the thing. Anyway, he got back,
Yeah.
and like his wife goes, "Oh no, Epstein, you missed the best bit. The whole night you missed the best act." And he's like, "Huh? What?" And she's like, "What? While you were gone, a bro comes out on the stage and pisses all over the orchestra pit." So, darling, Epstein called. He got pulled over by a cop. Yesterday morning, he was just driving his van along, doing the usual route to work, right? And anyway, there's a cop there in the way. He pulls him over, and he leans in. "Good morning, sir." Sir, just a random, license and breatho check. So Epstein's like, "Yeah, okay, no worries." Goes through all that, and the cop leans in a bit further into the window, notices in the back seat. In the back seat, there's 10 penguins
Okay.
sitting on the back seat.
Awesome.
Just chilling out. 10
Yep.
penguins. And cop goes to Epstein, these your penguins, sir? And Epstein's like, yeah, they're my pets. They're my pets. And he's like, the cop's like, so you cannot be driving around with penguins in your back seat. Take them straight to the zoo. And Epstein's like, okay, no worries, fine. So off he goes on his way. Anyway, next morning, Epstein's driving his van along, same road. Guess what? Same cop's there by the side of the road. Pulls him over, waves him down, pulls him over, and says, "Good morning, sir." And then he sees again same penguins in the back seat. They're all wearing dark sunglasses. These penguins. And the cop goes, "I thought I told you to take those penguins to the zoo." Oh, and Epstein's like, "Oh, I did, mate. Today we're going to the beach." So, sweetie, just got back from a coffee with Epstein. Darling, he's in a hole this time. Like, he's dug himself up real high. I don't think he's going to get out of this one. Him and his wife, Penny, they just got divorced, darling.
Oh, I thought they did.
It happened very quickly. And oh man, he was devastated. Anyway, what happened was, well, I mean, you know how it was Epstein's birthday last week. His birthday, and he woke up, pumped. He was happy, he was excited, he was looking forward to, well wishes, gifts and stuff like that. Anyway, gets up, sees his wife in the kitchen, just like almost looked straight through him, I believe is how he described it, darling. Like, didn't even acknowledge his birthday, didn't even remember, according to Epstein. Didn't give him a gift, nothing, just nothing. Anyway, same with the kids. Kids get up, nothing. He's feeling dejected, so he rings his mum and dad. Just like with a ruse of saying hello, but really he just wanted a bit of affirmation. He just wanted to be wished an happy birthday, right? Parents just talking about the weather. Nothing. Don't even remember. Anyway, so he's dejected. Right, it's sad. He's dejected. He goes to work, feeling bad about himself. Anyway, walks in. Work colleagues. No happy birthday wishes, nothing. So anyway, goes and sits down in his office. And his secretary turns to him, says, "Oh, happy birthday, boss." Oh, and he's like, thank you. Thank you. And she gives him a little bunch of flowers.
Wow.
Just as a token gesture.
Okay.
Yeah, happy birthday, boss. And then, so Epstein's very grateful, and then she says, "Oh, would you like to go out for lunch?"
Well, he's lucky with women lately, huh?
Well, I mean, this is his secretary. This is just a benign situation.
Okay.
And it's like, yeah, okay. And might cheer him up a bit, after being ignored by the family. And so anyway, they go out for lunch. And then after lunch, secretary, boss, would you like to come back to my apartment?
Oh.
And Epstein's like, okay. He's not, yeah, okay, sure, why not? Have a drink, yeah, cup of coffee, something. Okay, right. Get back to the apartment. Secretary says to him, "Boss, I'm just gonna step into the bedroom for 5 minutes, and I'll be back out then." Okay, and Epstein, brain explodes. Blood rushes sort of, downstairs areas, like he's pitching a tent, I believe is how he described it.
Yeah.
And so he's sitting there waiting, and he's like any red-blooded male would do, right, darling?
I don't know, I'm not a black.
And he's pumped, like he's back to his
like
old
a rooster.
Right, back to his old rooster days, right? He's excited, and like any red-blooded male, so he strips his gear off,
gosh.
ready for action. Sits on the couch,
I like how
tent pitched, Ready for
Okay.
it. So 5 minutes later, on cue, as the secretary said she would, comes back out of the bedroom with a birthday cake. Birthday cake for Epstein. And behind her,
But he was totally naked.
yeah,
Yeah.
his wife, Epi Penny, kids, parents, work colleagues, and all his friends.
And seeing.
Surprise!
Oh my God.
Good to see you, Cups. How you
Hello.
going?
Good. How are you?
Oh, good, thanks, mate. Nice to see you.
Beautiful day today.
Isn't it lovely on the track? And one thing about the track, I was actually just thinking about, like, there's not so many joggers around, I find.
No.
It's just mainly people walking. Like, there's not, not joggers around to make you feel just guilty for walking. Right? And pertaining to that, my friend Epstein, I've been having, I don't know, there's no nice way to put it, mate. Been having some sexual dysfunction issues. In that, I believe he described it as he's having trouble pitching a tent. I believe is how he described it, mate.
Right.
Anyway, so it's been going on for a while. Mrs. Epstein's obviously not happy either. So he went to his doctor, went and saw his doc, and explained to him the situation. Right, Doc, I'm just having a few problems getting things going, getting things happening. Right, right. I feel like a rooster, but it's just not working that way for me. And the doc says, Epstein, okay, mate, well, this is what I normally suggest to my patients, such as yourself. It's not an uncommon problem, reassured him. Said, mate, what I find the best way to treat it, start jogging. Start going for a jog, mate. Every 2 miles a day, go for a jog 2 miles a day. And they call me back in a week. So Epstein does what he said, goes away, runs 2 miles a day, calls the doctor back a week later. Doc says, so has your sex life improved, Epstein? And Epstein's like, no, Doc, it's terrible. I'm 14 miles from home. So Dylan, interesting thing happened at work, at where me and Epstein worked together. He got called away, Dylan. Boss sent him away on an overnight transcontinental train trip for business purposes. Business purposes. Anyway, the cabin that he was assigned, darling, he was assigned to a cabin with a married woman, darling. Married woman. There was a bunk bed, top and bottom bunk bed. And, Epstein would be uncomfortable. And so was she. I mean, they're both married. Epstein's married to Epi Penny, and this woman's married to some stooge, right? So anyway, it was all right. They got over their embarrassment, went to bed. Epstein was up on the top bunk, woman on the bottom. And Epstein got cold, darling. Got cold in the middle of the night. And he went over the bunk and tapped this poor lady on the shoulder, and he said, "Oh, I'm so sorry to wake you, ma'am. I'm freezing. Would you mind just reaching into the little closet next to you and just grab me a second blanket?" Yeah. And she's like, "You know what? I've got a better idea. Why don't we just pretend we're married?" And you know what, Epstein, like he was pumped, the big fella. He's like, "Oh yeah, okay, that's a great idea." And she's like, "Okay then, get your own fucking blanket." Darling, the minister at Epstein's local church decided church needed a bit of TLC, the building did, like a bit of a facelift. And so he got this painter in to whitewash it, the outside, just spruce it up a bit, give it a bit more life, refreshment sort of thing, So it was all great. So the painter comes in and just thins out the paint a little, just to, just give it a bit more cover, make it a bit smoother and easier to apply. Comes in, does a great job painting it, whitewashing the exterior of the church. Anyway, of course, what happens? Next day, it rains.
Oh.
And, because he thinned the paint out, as he had, the rain washed it all away, darling. The minister was aggro. He was extremely upset. Anyway, so he rings the painter. Says, mate, you know, the rain washed all the paint away. And the painter goes, oh, I'm sorry, Minister. What should I do about it? What do you want me to do about it? And the minister says, son, repaint and thin no more. So, sweetheart, Epstein just called. Apparently, a bit of an incident occurred yesterday. Epstein got pulled over by a cop, darling. I think he may have been speeding. Anyway, the cop pulled him over, and Epstein, you know, wound down the window. And the cop said, so what gear were you in? And Epstein just thought about it for a second. Oh, yeah, blue plaid shirt, brown corduroy pants, and a flat cap, mate. Cop was not impressed, though. Cop was not impressed. Epstein doesn't know when to stop, Epstein.
That's all here.
Doesn't know when to stop. And so the cop said to him, sir, sir, called Epstein sir for stuff. Sir, do you realise that 10% of motor vehicle accidents are caused by drink drivers? Oh. And Epstein again pondered that for a moment, and of course he had an answer. And he said, oh, so does that mean you're telling me that 90% of accidents are caused by non-drinkers? So, Shreddy, you know how Epstein went to his first ballet class this morning? Well, it was interesting. The instructor took it upon himself with the newbies, you know, with broadening their horizons, getting into a new activity, meeting new people, all that he just educate them about the history of the beautiful art form, the dance form that is ballet. So they would have more, you know, knowledge of its background.
Yep.
And so he was saying to them that apparently the fellow who invented ballet was having a real mental block when it came to coming up with a name for the little skirt that they wear when they dance. But eventually he put two and two together. So, folks, nice to see you both. How are you?
Very good.
That's good. Excellent. I believe it's fair to say you're probably doing a lot better than our friend Epstein. And well, just following on from our discussion, Carps and I, we had a discussion yesterday about some
about
Epstein issues, and
sex life.
he's got some, and apart from the pitching the tent issues, he's not the only one with issues. Mrs. Epstein, it seems, has a lot more than one issue with Epstein. He's been, I believe she described to me that he'd been neglecting her.
Oh.
Yeah, in more ways than
but
one.
I thought because he couldn't pitch his tent, right?
In more ways than one. So last night, what happened? Like, we're doing a lot better than Epstein. Last night, Epstein, you know, being Epstein, decided to go out.
Oh.
Just for a few drinks, is what he said to me. 4 o'clock in the morning, the last nightclub shuts. Epstein staggers out of the bar, realises he's got his car still in the car park.
Oh.
And he's wasted. I mean, let's not find a point on it. The guy was wasted. And so he sees his car there, car fumbles around his car keys. Yeah, okay, great, I've got a car, I'm driving. I'm going to drive myself home, 4 a.m. in the morning. And out of some miraculous bolt from above, a pang of conscience actually goes through him for the first time in his life. And he thinks, oh, you know what? I probably shouldn't drive home in this state, right? Gets a K along the road. Nah, okay, I'll just pull over and maybe sleep it off, right? Just sleep it off. So he finds a little turn off and turns off the highway and ends up in this what he describes as a park recreation area. And so just sort of muddles around, tries to get himself comfortable in his little car so he can curl up in a ball and just pass out, which is essentially what he did.
Okay.
So of course, all's well at that point. And then all of a sudden, Jogger appears, just out of nowhere, just, jogging along with a smile on their face as they do along the park, having a jog in the morning. Sees Epstein's car. Oh, and jogger runs over, rap on the window. Excuse me, buddy, do you know what the time is? And Epstein's, what? What's the time? He checks his watch. It's 5:30. Jogger's like, oh, thanks, mate, thanks. Off he goes, jogs. Epstein's like, oh, seriously? Finally gets comfortable again and passes out. Of course, what happens? 5 minutes later, another jogger is coming along the road, just happy as Larry, along the park recreation area.
So many joggers there.
Turns up, sees Epstein's car. Rap. Mate, do you know what the time is? And Epstein's like, just roars at him. 5:35. And then Epstein, Job says thanks, runs off. Epstein's just like, you got to be kidding me. I've had enough. This is bullshit. I've had enough of this, he says. So he sort of, as a look, finds a scrap piece of paper on the floor of the car and scribbles a note, big note, big black texter. I do not have a watch, and I do not know what the time is. Sticks it on his windscreen. So,
I would too.
Right,
Yeah.
exactly. Of course you would.
He always had
So Epstein falls back asleep, or passes out. What happened? What do you think happens?
What happened?
What do you think happens, friends? Another jogger turns up. Another running around. This one's even happier than the rest. It's sickening. So happy, and he looks, and he's a kind man too. Very kind man is how I believe Epstein described him later on when he felt better. And the guy comes, sees Epstein's sign.
Yeah.
Happy as Larry, comes at whack on the door.
Yeah.
Hey buddy, it's 5:40.